Queen Maeve of Connaught was a prideful woman, so much so that she was prepared to wage war to satisfy her vanity and her desire for personal wealth and prestige. In pursuit of the brown bull of Cooley, and thinking the men of Ulster unable to fight, she led an army into the north.
Keep back.
What do you... They are men of Connaught, aren't they?
They are, Maeve. The very finest of men. Sons of Urod
The
Macanini.
warriors of Ulster under Mac's spell, so who could have done this?
Ulster's hound. Chulainn.
One man?
He's watching us now. This is just a warning. Not to go any further.
One man against the might of Connaught? Prepare to move on, McRick.
I would counsel caution, my queen.
What sort of man is it that has you wide-eyed like a doe fawn?
A man the match of any 10 in this country. I'll tell you what I know of him, and then you can decide for yourself if it makes sense to go on.
And so Fergus MacRiach related to Maeve, warrior queen of Connaught, the tale of Chulainn, that she might better know the man who stood between her and victory over the land of Ulster.
There are those who say that Chulainn was sired by a god, but he was born, like you or I, in that part of Ireland known as Mortenia, the only son of noble parents, Chulainn and Dictna, sister of the very same Conor, King of Ulster. You would now lay low. In that time he was named Setanta, and it was known even then that the strength and cunning of the wolf was on him. The spear and the hurley were young Setanta's constant companions, for he had little time for the games of children, and he plagued his parents to let him go to train with the young warriors of the king at Owen Maha.
No! For the last time, no! You're too young! You must let me, please! For the sake of peace, will you please talk to this child?
Look, going on and on like this won't do you any good, bud. You can go to Owen when you're older.
I'm old enough now!
No, you're not! Look, in a couple of years, I'll take you to your Uncle Conor. All trumpets blaring. Now, will you please, let it rest.
There was a restlessness in the boy that would not be satisfied. His soul was like that of a bud in springtime, straining to reach the sun.
And Balor fled the battlefield of Moitura, his eye lost, his poisonous gaze disarmed by Lugh, the son of his own daughter, who now pursues the chieftain throughout the length and breadth of the land, urging
His heart was already with the young warriors at Owen, and that night he determined that his body
where the
would
land
lead to
ends
join
and
them.
the great sea begins. Lugh found Balor, utterly exhausted, supporting himself on a giant rock. "My time is over, grandson," said Balor, "even now plotting Lugh's downfall. You may take the head from my shoulders, but if you wish to assume the awesome mantle of my power, you must first place it upon your own head. Only then can you be sure of your legacy." Lugh took the head of his grandfather, the tyrant, but he did not trust his dying words. So instead he placed the head upon the rock, which immediately shattered into an infinity of pieces. And so concludes the tale of the battle and of Balor's demise. And this story is true, for it was told to me by my father, and he in turn by his, and on through time. And now I give it to you.
All that night and the following day, Setanta travelled. Anyone who happened to see the lad on his way would hardly have glanced twice at him. A slip of a boy, running and laughing without a care in the world. In the late afternoon, he emerged onto the plain at Owen Maha, home to Conor MacNessa, King of Ulster. Nearby was the warriors' school of the Red Branch, and closer to hand, a group of beardless young men playing at the hurley. Setanta watched for a while, fascinated, itching to join in, and he didn't have long to wait.
You alright? Hey, you! You, come here!
He forgot one crucial thing, however, that as a stranger, he is, of course, obliged to seek protection from his host, as is the custom. This oversight angered many of the young warriors. And what's more, when they saw just how skillful this young upstart was with the hurley, it wasn't long before someone tried to teach him a lesson.
Here! Do you see this? What? Look!
He's like a wee animal. Who is he?
Don't know. But he's making short work of leg.
Hey.
Just before the fiercest hound I've ever encountered.
Sounds to me like she should be in the possession of the king. What would you take for her?
With all due respect, my lord, I'll not part with her.
She must be grand indeed. You're very good health to have her. What's all that commotion about out there?
Strangers take the fight in the hurling field, my lord.
Oh, has he indeed?
Calm, John boy. Calm. Settle. No one here means you any harm. Settle. You're Setanta. My sister's boy. What are you doing here miles from home all ahead of you, eh?
I came to learn how to fight.
I don't think there's much I can teach you about that. Does Chester know you've come? You'll be grand. Come on.
child who runs away from home holds no fear for me, McRae. There must be more to this.
Much more indeed, Maeve. But even at that tender age, he wasn't to be taken lightly.
Step in. Come on, right. That's it. Back again and in. That's it. That's it. Enough. Well done, little man. Well done.
The billowing cloth of twilight settles on the land. The chariots of Lugh rain white darts on the ranks of their enemy. His long arm and the spirit blue fingers of night grasp the dying breath of the fallen. And then shall the men of Owen, their necks encircled in abundant gold and deserving of rich victory, leap bare-shouldered into the fray and into the hearts and memories of their children's children.
Well done, boy. Listen, I'm going in person to collect some pieces from my metalworker Chulainn tomorrow night. You'd be very welcome to come along and recite for us.
Aye, indeed. Join us, aye.
It was an honour for the boy to be invited to accompany the king to any engagement. Setanta was Connor's nephew, but he was still very young and untried on the battlefield.
Setanta! Setanta! Has anybody seen the boy?
Let me go.
Anyone else would have been waiting anxiously for the going down of the sun. But at the time appointed for their departure, Setanta could not be found. The king and his guard left for Chulainn's stronghold without the boy. Rushed to Chulainn's fort, but found the gates barred for the night, and no man on guard.
Let me in!
No man, but a hound, much prized by Chulainn for its ferocity and courage.
Planning the hunt again. The hunt? That one? Will you be there this time? Aye. Are you sure? I'll make it. Oh, the follow the next one. We shall do it. We got the wheat. Around the borders.
Turn up.
We'll give the whole on the bank. We'll cheer on that.
What was that?
How could you have done this? You should have a pair of my hounds in the morning, Chulainn.
With respect, there aren't two dogs in the land could match her.
How could you have done this, Setanta?
Setanta? So this is the lad you spoke so highly of? What did you do next? Slaughter my
I
cattle?
will find you another hound to take its place, and I will train it myself. But until it's ready, I will be here every night to guard your house.
What?
I will be here every night at the setting of the sun to protect you and your family with my life. I am most terribly sorry for what I have done, and I can think of no other way to repay you.
If you are defended by someone who can do this, then you are well defended. In memory of this night, I have a new name for you, boy. You will no longer be known as Setanta, for you are Chulainn, the Hound of Chulainn.
The Hound of Chulainn. And so it was that Setanta became Chulainn. This same Hound of Chulainn is now Hound of Ulster, and the bane of your life, Maeve. A man, they say, is destined to die young, but who will live so gloriously that his name will never be forgotten.